plan actually started off with a joke. It's like every idea is actually just a joke at times. And it is my friend Manu, who is also one of the Beetle owners. I have always had a chance to see some of the really nice vintage cars. But when I looked at it up close and when he spoke highly about it and how his experience has been, I was blown away. And so was he equally, because back in 2022, we had this idea that, wow, I would want to come back again. How, when, where, what? No, there was no clue. But just one very beautiful blooming thought that, can I do it in the Beetle? I'm like, yeah, why not? I mean, should be doable. I have never driven a vintage car, so I have no clue. But yeah, that's how the thought started blooming. And I guess it was the coffee meets on the Sunday. A lot of exchange of informations, ideas, interesting facts is what started the entire project. And as we know, I guess it took about close to 2 years to make this thing turn into reality. So let's see how it goes, where it goes.
Oh, this is really dark. What do you want me to introduce? Hi, I'm Manu Monga. I am from Chandigarh, now in Bombay for the last 26 years. I drive a 1972 Beetle. Why this car? I don't know, yeah, good question. So, as a kid, I had a German aunt who used to visit us from Germany. And she got me a scale model of a Beetle. Back in the day, I was 8 or 9. And it was yellow in color. And it was down to the last detail that scale model was. And just fell in love with that vehicle. Yeah. And ever since that day, I started dreaming of having a Beetle. And now I have one for the last 16 years. Okay, good. Awesome. Abhi coffee time. Ye dekho, sir. You can smell it.
Bit of a sunny weather here in Chandigarh. We have our young man, Dhanaji.
Hi, my name is Dhanaji Shirke, and I'm with Santaji, and we're driving our 1963 VW 1200 up the highest motorable road. Excited for it. I hope we'll make it.
Hi, I'm Santaji Shirke. My brother and I are driving a 1963 Beetle to Leh and then to Umlingla. This has been a dream for many years and we're looking forward to it.
Will be taking the lead with helping us out unload, and his brother is sitting in the front, Santaji. And let's see, how things unfold. But we're a bit worried but excited also. Let's see, hoping for the best. Finally, we have reached the starting point. Of course, there's a lot of pressure, a lot of tension about if we will be able to make it, how the days ahead be, and how the trip will progress. But yes, it's 1 mile at a time, as they say. Let's see how it goes. Today is Chandigarh. We have reached and unloading all the cars. Everything seems fine, safe and in tune. Yes, we are a bit worried because cars have all fired up except for one. Let's see. Well, to our luck, we found something, and we found someone. It's our very dear friend Varun, who had his shed very close by, say about 100-200 meters away, and he has been kind enough to offer us the help. When we go there, we figure out that yes, there's an issue with the fuel line. wow, never had imagined. Now the issue is, how do we take the fuel line out and how do we take care of the entire situation? Well, the rectification is on. We call for some food. There's a bit of attention about, can we make it tomorrow, or do we have to postpone things, or one of the car not make it? We don't know.
Trying to find out if somebody has a mechanical fuel pump which they can cargo to Chandigarh as a backup for us, for Amit's car. So I'm putting it in the VW India group.
Well, finally, with the issues sorted and heart full of desires to take things forward, the bug is ready to roll to the mountains. After a lot of hard work by all the team members and the zeal they have put into mending things in the bug, we are finally ready to roll to the mountains.
Yeah, we are about to touch the Punjab highway. We just left New Chandigarh. Now we're going to touch Punjab highway.
Finally, on the road after fueling up. The roads are beautiful, the weather is really nice, and so is the cooperative members. We take frequent stops on the way. The highway usually is amazing, with a lot of food places, a lot of beautiful sceneries and changing landscapes. It is one of the routes wherein you have to take things slow, easy, soak it in. This was one of the challenging days, wherein we would know by the end of the day that, okay, what would be the coming days be like?
I think the ride was good, no breakdowns. It was a very comfortable drive. In between, I think so there were some bad patches. We reached on time and we took our breaks also, so it was not stressful. I think driving a vintage car, that itself is fun, right? You forget everything else. So that's the fun about being part of this group and starting this journey covering Ladakh.
Good warm up for rest of the trip. Still a long way to go, but it was a shakedown for the cars. So if any issues were to pop up, they would have popped up by now. So it's like a confidence building thing in the car. Yeah, pretty enjoyable also.
Yes, we finally made it to a place called Niralia. That's just a few kilometers before Manali. And we were welcomed by Mr. Suri out there in the beautiful property. A great high tea later, we made it to Johnson's, that's in Manali. That was day one and made it safe and sound.
Hi, I'm Amit Sapre and I'm driving 1975 1303 Super Beetle for this expedition. Attempting to go to the highest motorable road. So fingers crossed, hopefully it should happen.
So we left early, we wanted to click some really nice drone shots. So we did that and we went inside the tunnel and never experienced the tunnel for such a long time. Because one of the vehicle had some issue, which we did not realize. It's our very dear friend Manu's car. We don't know what the issue was, but well, we had to be with the convoy. We can't leave any men behind.
We got along really well. In the first few hundred kilometers itself, we partied, we help each other, fixing things in the cars. So the whole community, I think so, is very helpful when it comes to, if you get stuck, they are there for you.
So that happened. And we finally towed the vehicle outside and I did not see the refuge area, the area that is designated for any such issues. we did not see that, but then the entire group was waiting ahead, so we went there and figured it out. Our dear friend Salim ji was also from Bombay.
मेरा नाम सलीम मंसूरी, लेकिन मेरे को जानते हैं सलीम भट्टू से। ये गाड़ी फियाट लेफ्टन है, तो ये गाड़ी का शौक़ था और इतना लंबा जर्नी करने का था। पहले भी मैं कर चुका हूँ, लेकिन ये ग्रुप के साथ में करने का था। तो अमित भाई मेरे को बोले कि हम लोग लद्दाख जा रहे हैं, वेंकट भाई, अमित भाई, ये सब जा रहे हैं, तो बोला चलो मैं भी चलता हूँ। अभी चालू नहीं है इलेक्ट्रिक, नॉर्मल भी करेंगे। तो ये गाड़ी वहाँ डाल रहे हैं ना, ये फैसल वाली फियाट निकाल दिया थी,
तो वहाँ आगे ले चलते, वहाँ खुला जगह है ना।
किधर है?
जो ये दीवार है ना, वो दीवार की
नहीं, लगाने का रिमोट में आराम से वहाँ काम कर लेंगे।
He rectified it, sorted things out, and we pranced forward.
But I think fuel pump should be okay, because after we did that, all the pipes got cleaned. Then we reverted to the manual fuel pump. It started working absolutely fine, but for only 15-20 kilometers. Now, if a fuel pump works for 15-20 kilometers, means nothing wrong with the fuel pump. So it's just the pipes, and hopefully we'll get pipes. It'll replace the pipes, and then the mechanical fuel pump becomes stock, and my backup electric fuel pumps remains the way it is.
You know, they'll stop for you, they would help you, they would get tools out from their cars, they would get their parts, you know, and then ensure that they share all the knowledge that they have, let you, you know, fix things on your own most of the time.
Breathe in as much as you can from your nose and spit it out from your mouth. Hi, good morning. Today we are going to Sokar. Yesterday was Jispa in, what is this lodge called? It's called something. Beautiful spot, 6-hour run today.
Because we had some good climbing and all the cars managed to climb pretty well. We did do some tweaks yesterday. I changed to a smaller jet, so hopefully I'll get even little bit better performance. And I may do a bit more tweaking, but it's not really necessary. It depends on how much Kidat I have basically.
Well, it's a beautiful day. We started from Jispa to Sokar.
I mean, challenges to सब जगह पे रहते हैं. If you love, then it's not a challenge. It's more of a, what you call that, a hobby. So you enjoy doing it actually. So दूसरे किसी के लिए अरे यार गाड़ी बंद पड़ गई, अरे ये हो गया वो हो गया, हम लोग के लिए ठीक है, चल जूनी गाड़ी है, होना ही है, कुछ ना कुछ तो जुगाड़ कर लेंगे. Just hoping the car makes it, nothing else.
Myself Venkatesh, and I'm driving a 1968 Volkswagen Beetle 1300cc. It's been a pleasure owning this vehicle, restoring this vehicle first, buying, restoring and driving it. I've driven it once. So the last trip that we drove in the Beetle was up to Rohtang, and this time it was a different challenge to go up to the last motorable road in India.
Cars mended, and yes, we experienced the first ever water crossing. It's a bit of a small stream. I was driving an SUV, so it was no issue for me to pass it, but how would the cars react, we had no clue about it. and we approach a place called Gata Loops. 21 hairpin bends, 13,000 feet above sea level. Yes, it was a challenge. We were breathing differently. And one of the fuel pumps showed its colors, and we had to change it. But the change was a no normal change.
So should I call one from Nadinal? He'll courier it to Srinagar.
A big struggle later, we finally moved forward to a stop called Pang. Yes, it was close, but it was far than what we had ever thought of. With the members scattered and of course very hungry, this is what high altitude does to you. Very confused, very unclear about a lot of things.
We are just about a few kilometers before.
One of the testimony to what exactly happened.
थोड़ी सी नहीं है. We have to be real. नहीं थोड़ी सी है. उसके बाद it's straight. No, let's get real because this is sorry I'm a little. नहीं. I know. We all have that thing. Oh, रुको. Okay.
After the rough evening last night and a bit of a high altitude sleep for the first time for the entire group.
Now let's see. We have to achieve the major pass, the Umlingla. So, cross your fingers. We have already seen a lot of stars at this height. So, everybody is a little dizzy and heavy on the head. So, stars might be an additional to that view which is right now going into our heads. But it is enjoyable.
गाड़ी सही है तो अपन सही है.
We finally gather up and I finish the briefing. Briefing is all about how the day looks like and what can we experience. We proceed towards the Sokar. Sokar is one of the high altitude lakes, very beautiful. And after a brief photo shoot and admiring the beauty, we head towards Hanle.
यही मज़ा यही है गाड़ी चलाना, देखना, फ्री में बैठना, ये कुर्सी लगा के चाय मंगाना और कुछ सीखना, कुछ समझाना, एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करना. Hi, I am Paresh Parihar and this trip which is going to do the Leh circuit, I am driving my 1962 Fiat. This is my personal favorite and a more dependable car. Something that my dad drove. बड़े लोग हैं, कोई पानी पीते रहता है, कोई चाय मंगाता है, हाँ? कोई वोडका पीता है, कोई सबकी टांग खींचता है. चलो अभी देखो, गाड़ी चालू करो.
वापस आने में भी गड्ढा और
चढ़ान है,
लेकिन नीचे आ रहे हैं.
ये चढ़ान है. मैं अभी ये अपने को जो है ये तुम जो बोल रहे हो ये उतलान नहीं, ये बोल रहे हो उतलान है.
इसी सड़क पे वापस आ रहे हैं.
इसी सड़क पे वापस है ना.
नहीं हाँ सब सही बोले, सही मैं समझ गया.
Gearing up with all the cars to do the summit to the highest mountainable road at Umlingla. Excitement is real because none of these cars have seen something like this before. All these roads have seen something like this, flying on these roads. So let's see how it goes. Hoping for the best, prepared for the worst. And yes, looking forward to bringing in something really cool, really beautiful. Let's see, stay tuned.
Well, my experience is the cars are having an easier time than I am. The altitude is really high. I'm feeling the lack of oxygen, headaches and everything.
Hey there again. So I've been detected with severe AMS, so I'm heading down to Leh. It's unfortunate that the trip had to end this way for me. Hopefully I will regain my strength and we continue from Leh. And I wish everyone all the very best.
That's my dear friend who was diagnosed with AMS, Sal. Sal has been a close buddy and the photographer for the trip.
Hi. Venkatesh. Salam.
Well, the only way out is he has to descend to the lower altitude, and he's going forward.
But let's see what happens at Umlingla. It'll be a challenge for the cars and the drivers.
Everybody is up and ready.
And we progressed further on the grounds, and everything looked fine. We stopped briefly for a photo shoot, and we thought that it was a photo shoot, but that was one breather which the cars and everyone took. And because after a few kilometers, everyone started stalling. Everyone had some or the other issue. Someone is at the back, someone is in the front. Being the lead, I had a bit of a clueless moment wherein I had no clue what can be done or what can possibly be taken care of. But one of our buddy, Venkatesh, he got the pace and he kept moving forward. And that was one of the go-ahead for us.
That's what took me right up. Scary roads, difficult situations when you think when you're by yourself, nobody behind you, no backing. But people are quite friendly.
As of now, there's the one. We made it. And all our friends, they could not be here, but they are here with us in spirit. The achievement belongs to them, not the company, but to them. Many more roads to reach.
And we made it to the summit, the Umlingla, highest motorable road in the world at 19,024 feet. After one of the most adventurous night we have ever had on the trip, we are on our way to Leh. This place where we stayed over is a place called Mirak. That's the end village on the Pangong Lake.
So yesterday was 2-3 things happened, right? One was one of the cars had a breakdown. And we did a lot of R&D, and finally we had to change the carburetor. That pushed us back by a couple of hours, and I think we started for Mirak around 4, if I'm not mistaken. I think 3:34.
And we wanted it to end, but yeah, it was, the car kept going, we kept going, and we didn't think about it. And we actually got a pretty good section of the road towards the end, so we enjoyed that. Yeah.
With the anticipation that we'll reach by 7. And that's the risk we always take if we start late in extreme conditions like Ladakh, where there's a lot of unpredictability, uncertainty. And whatever recce Jack had done of the road gave us confidence that we'll be able to make it before sunset, or maximum 7:30 we'll be home. But unfortunately, the recce which was done and the reality was very different, because in the last 4-5 days everything changed, because roadworks is such, the nature of roadworks is such that it changes very, very often and it's unpredictable. And any and everything you can think of was thrown at us. Slush, very minor but border crossing nevertheless.
No, the biggest thing is that we're just very disappointed we couldn't climb Ulmingla. So we gave it our best shot. We tried 3 times. But maybe it was a lack of driving technique or something else, but too bad. But we gave it a good effort and it was a very memorable experience.
This place where we stayed over is a place called Mirak. That's the end village on the Pangong Lake. Beautiful properties, beautiful scenery, and away from all the possible touristy crowd.
Still rolling the dice, still hoping to find a future for me. I'm satisfied. I prayed for the night to go easy on me. You keep blowing me out, I keep holding you in. I keep asking myself, oh, why do you still hurt?
Leh has been one of the most important spots for the traders since the ancient times. Can't wait to make people enjoy the very beautiful cars and finally have very good rest. We made it to Leh. We make it to Leh. After Leh, we head towards Srinagar, one of the very photogenic places in the entire trip. A night over at Srinagar, and then we head to the end point to the city of Jammu. That is where we conclude the trip.
This is the 12th day on the road? Yeah. I would rate this as one of my top experiences I've had in my life. Will I do it again? Maybe if you find a route for Umlingla.
It was good fun. I wished our cars were a little bit more prepared for the trip, to be honest. But yeah, nice experience. Running in a sense, my only thought was how to ensure the car starts the next day, the flag off. See, it's a thing which you have to be a little bit crazy to first do it. But I think so everyone needs to have that little craziness.
और ये हकीकत में ये जितने भी आए ना कार लेके ये सब पागलपंदी है और कोई नहीं आता और खास करके वेंटेज गाड़ी क्या सामान मिले नहीं मिले क्या होवे क्या नहीं होवे विदाउट फ्लैट बैग विदाउट कुछ चल रहा है बस चल रहा है
I'll do that again. We took a lot of risk. In hindsight, when you look back, you're always wiser.
I think it's been an amazing experience. It's like a blur now because every day was so hectic, but it's something that we'll always remember. Because the very fact that we are pushing the car every day to its limit and driving it that much, and the opportunity we had to do this, we're very happy for that.
I think I feel a sense of achievement. I feel that we had good time, and I was happy that my car supported me in the drive. It didn't break down. Small hiccups here and there, but those were really the small maintenance that you need to do on such long drives.
Be prepared with your car prior to the journey and during the journey.
गाड़ी अगर सही रहेगी तो अपन मंजिल पे पहुंच पाएंगे ना गाड़ी सही रहेगी नहीं रहेगी तो आराम करेगी क्या मतलब है बाकी सब ओके 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 ओके
So it's just that the moment of success, I think so cannot be defined that easily, but reaching every point, starting a car when you know that it might fail now, or reaching a height when you know that somewhere you might not touch that, right? Those things are these small successes that made this journey, overall journey, a successful journey.
Yeah, I'm already thinking of our next trip. I'm going to make a camper van and come.
2nd of October. We are concluding the trip today at Jammu, Srinagar to Jammu. It's going to be a beautiful ride. We just visited the floating market in Srinagar, and we have had some really nice tunes on the way. And yes, everyone really enjoyed it. You would have seen the interviews of everyone talking about how they felt, how their experience was in their beautiful cars. Never dreamt of doing something like this, but glad I made it. Looking forward to some really nice ones. And I don't know, I'm short of words of what to say, how to say, and where to stop. But yes, above and beyond.